Hey, what's up? This is Emily from Make Tech Work for You, and I am coming at you from my car. So it is Tech Tips in the Car. Today's tech tip is about life and about spreadsheets and about bravery and all kinds of things. So let's get into it. So I'm going to traverse across my tabs in a little story today. And it starts here with this rock climbing gym that I visited. And I've always had a little side obsession with rock climbing. Not really doing it, just watching it, watching the movies. I'm really interested in rock climbers and their lives and their mindsets and their approaches. They focus. They can really have mindfulness when they're climbing. I'm very attracted to that, especially when we think about working with technology, which can be so distracting. So I was rock climbing today and thinking about rock climbing. And then later, a little later on, I was doing my Java Code Academy course. And what did I see but a little rock climbing term, traversing. So, of course, I went right over to Wikipedia, traversing, meaning to climb across the mountain. I just love that two of my interests have the same vocabulary in there. In Java, we're traversing across a list of data and doing something to that data. In climbing, of course, traversing across a mountain, or in this crazy picture, a building. And what that made me think of is what's the tech tip that we could do, like for those of us that are not Java coders, and I still definitely am not, what kinds of things do we want to traverse? And of course, that took me to array formulas in Google Sheets or in Excel, in spreadsheets. I pulled up Ben Collins' website because Ben Collins is the dude. He's got the best Google Sheets stuff out there. But I'm going to show you what an array formula in Google Sheets is, how you can use it, and why it is the bomb, and you need to be traversing your data with array formulas. So here is the easy explanation, real quick, tech tip in the car, how to do an array formula. So, of course, like Ben starts out, what is an array formula? So let's say I wanted to do a formula for each of these values. Let's say I wanted to know, is it greater than the number 4? And I'm sure many of you are familiar and aware that you could do a number of different ways to drag this formula down, and you would see the value change each time what is being evaluated here. Is it B7? Is it B6? Is it B5? That's great. What if this list is always getting bigger? You don't want to have to always drag down your formulas. So we want to traverse this list, however long it is, in one formula. So we start off again with just our regular formula, right? Just in one. And then if you're editing that formula, and for me, I'm on my PC, so I hit Control-Shift-Enter. So on a Mac, it's going to be slightly different. Or you could just type in array formula and put that formula that you had in parentheses. Okay, that didn't do anything different. And that's because we didn't tell our formula where to traverse. We started at B3, but we have to go down to, well, we could just go down to the end of column B, B3 colon B. Or here, because I know maybe I want to stop at B10, I know that's going to be the place to stop. We don't have to traverse any further than that. And what happens? The formula fills in itself, and it's only written up here, but it traverses down as far as you told it to go. And so it will continue to evaluate even if we put in our data. So I love array formulas. I love that mountain climbing and rock climbing and coding and spreadsheets can all come together in one short afternoon. And array formulas are absolutely the best, hottest new thing in the spreadsheet world for getting rid of the idea of dragging a formula down or copying a formula down. And not just that, making sure that our formula will always be evaluating even if our data list gets bigger. So here I'm going to say, let's go just all the way to the end of B, and it will continue to do that. Extra special pro tip, if you want it to not have the false all the way down or whatever value you're doing all the way down, you could add a if statement at the front that says, let's say, if B is blank, then don't show anything. So I'll show that in another video, but I hope that you enjoyed this tech tip in the car.